why do you want to have antioxidants in your body and not over oxidative stress? So we're going to talk about that in today's video, why you want to have hydrogen and antioxidants in your body to help overcome the number one thing that's linked to every single health issue, which is too much oxidative stress. The problem is that most people don't know about oxidative stress and how to eliminate it, or at least reduce it. It's really hard to eliminate us breathing. So let's go ahead and get to it. If you're just starting here, I want you to like and subscribe, turn on the bell, and stay all the way to the end because we like to give away things. And if you're not at the end, you won't see that. All right, so let's hop to it. So let's talk about free radicals. So free radicals are entities or molecules that have lost an electron. They're unstable. So they're coming from things like our hairspray, our lotions, our soaps, our hair dye. We have pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. We have cigarettes, of course, you know, that cause us to age. So these free radicals are everywhere. You can't avoid them. So what they do is they come in your body and they start creating oxidative stress and inflammation, breaking down and causing aging in your body, which then follows inflammation. Inflammation and oxidation are linked to every single disease process. So if you have any itises, you have a bursitis, a tendinitis, a colitis, any itis, is inflammation caused by oxidative stress. So on the opposite of that, we have anti-oxidation. That is an electron extra. So antioxidants have an additional electron. Their job is to donate that electron to the free radical and neutralize that harmful poison and toxin. So we find these antioxidants in fruits and vegetables, vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin A. I bet you didn't know one of the most powerful sources of antioxidants comes in the form of molecular hydrogen gas. And we can take that and we can put it in our water and we can drink it. How many of you know how many ounces or how much of our body is water? Almost all of it. 75% of your body is water. So do you think it makes a difference if you put a different type of water in it? Unequivocally. All right, so what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna show you what the aging process looks like. There we have it. I age. That's oxidative stress. So if you want to keep your body at the highest level of antioxidation, you want to put more antioxidants in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna experiment right now and you're gonna love it. Let me guess, you don't want to be oxidized. You want to be antioxidized so you have bright, fresh skin and your internal body also feels good and you have less inflammation, less aging in that body. Because every single disease process is linked to too much oxidative stress from these free radicals. Now, the environment is one thing. We get them all around us. Think about now our thoughts. You have a negative thought, a negative feeling, a negative chemical, cortisol, adrenaline. Those are also very oxidative. So if you're under a lot of stress, you're going to experience more oxidative stress. You're going to get older faster and more inflammation. Now, the last source of oxidation or too much stress is the injuries. Driving down the road and you didn't pay attention and you hit something. Now your leg hurts. Now you have, again, oxidative stress. So I want to show you how hydrogen water is an antioxidant, how it's going to slow that aging process down right in front of your eyes. So what I've got here is I've got tap water. I've got the hydrogen water coming from our Hydra Deluxe. So this unit here is brand new to the marketplace. It is now certified from H2 Analytics to the standard of the International Hydrogen Association. So that is a very fantastic unit right there, really robust filter inside. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take this ORP meter. This meter is gonna give us an indication if there's too many free radicals that cause oxidative stress, too many toxins, or if it's a negative antioxidant, anti-inflammatory to your body. So just by the water we drink, we can make a huge impact on our health. So I want you to look here, if you can see this number. This is actually, I swapped them. This is the hydrogen water here as it's a negative number. Okay, so that's the antioxidant. So think about negative is good, positive in this case is not good. That means you're causing lots of stress. Okay, so here's the tap water. And as you notice, our numbers are going up now. We're going out of the negatives and now we're going into the positive numbers. The more chemicals that are in your tap water, the higher this number will go, the more aging it will cause. So right now we're at a positive about 20, it's climbing up. If we leave in here a bit longer, we'll probably get to a positive 100. Okay, so from a negative here, which is good, and to a positive here, which is bad, that causes too much oxidative stress from the toxins. So the next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna take the apples, because I'm sure all of you have seen the apple that gets brown. You've also seen the avocado that gets brown or the banana that gets brown. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these apples, which are just freshly cut and they're already starting to age just a little bit. And we're gonna create 2 bowls here. One in the tap water, and then the other one in our hydrogen water. Okay, so then we'll let those soak. Now imagine for me, for a minute, this is your skin. Your skin's your largest organ, and it's gonna absorb the toxins in through the skin into the lymphatic system, and then you're gonna wonder, wow, I didn't think I ate bad, I drink filtered water, and why are we getting sick? Or maybe your skin is also getting oxidized and you have lots of irritation in your skin. We also have a shower device that contains molecular hydrogen in here and vitamin C and good minerals for your skin. So this will help eliminate the contaminants and also give your skin what it wants to balance, and also helps your skin produce collagen. All right, so we're gonna let this soak. We're gonna put them out here. Each of these will let 5 minutes go by and we'll be right back. We're back. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take these apples and we're gonna put 3 plates here. And we're gonna test these apples with 3 different contaminants. Make sure to put them up here so the air is exposing the white part of our apple. And then, we're gonna actually maybe run out. Nope, we'll be okay. All right, so there is 3 plates. Now over here, we're gonna take the tap water. Same thing. And this represents our body and the way we age when we are drinking tap water or just around stress in general. So we have these plates here with tap water, these plates with our hydrogen water. Now, the first one we're gonna test is gonna be the hairspray. So the outside ones here, let's put them out so we can keep track of this. This one here, we're gonna do all these toxins. Every day we're spraying our hair, us ladies, right? We're breathing in these toxins. So this, we're gonna have to raise it up here so we don't contaminate everything else. And I go ahead and, you know, just like we would when we were doing our hair, you're breathing it, it's going into your body, into the lungs, and over here with the hydrogen. Okay, we doused that. Okay, the next thing we're gonna use here is the Raid. This is defense, helps you work smarter, not harder, and it fights bugs. So pesticide, herbicide, fungicide, homicide, suicide. It kills things, that's what it does. And so it's very oxidative, very toxic to our body. And we are gonna put it on there as well. And you don't even realize we're eating this on our foods. And even if you're eating organic, it's still very bad for you, because unless you're, you know, gonna have your own farm and you know exactly what's going in it, because 23% of the organic farms, they are still allowing chemicals, but less chemicals. All right, next thing here is the cigarettes. So this might be a little bit challenging. So what we're gonna do is, I'm not a smoker, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't light this up. All right, looks like this one's going. A little bit here. It's a little windy out. Okay, we're gonna just put that there on the plate, and then we're gonna go ahead and pretend that we're, you know, in our car. And you've seen people that smoke with the windows up. I don't know how they do it. Well, that's why they look a lot older. They're aging. So we're gonna let this continue here, and then we're gonna do the same over here with our hydrogen. Look at that. Okay, so if you do smoke, it's okay, you know, it's just a habit, but you definitely deserve to have hydrogen in your body to help this process, because if you didn't have the hydrogen and you're smoking, well, you're gonna be aging very rapidly. Okay, so now that we have our experiment out, we are gonna let this sit for just a little bit of time. Let's give it about 20 minutes and we will be back. Okay, we decided we needed a little bit more oxidation. We want to see this happening faster, so we added more cigarettes to the pile here. So there's 2 more that goes in the hydrogen one, and then 2 more that go in the tap water. So we will continue here and see what we got. I want to dive a little bit deeper on why I really got fascinated about hydrogen and how it works in the body. When I first started my water career here about, 14 years ago, I had the privilege of learning from a biological medicine doctor and scientist for an entire year about what she discovered looking at people's blood in the microscope. She looked at blood in urine and saliva, and she was checking for the cell membrane and the oxidative stress. Then she put people on this water, hydrogen water, for 14 days, and she would check blood, urine, and saliva again. And she found that every single day that her patients drank the water, they lost 2 years of oxidation off of the cell membrane. So right now, I want you to understand how every single disease process starts and how hydrogen is able to go in and overcome oxidative stress and not leaving anything behind if you're eating like a fruits or vegetables. They will leave something behind, and that's why this form of antioxidant is the safest, most powerful form you can have, okay? So in your body, you have 100 trillion cells. Your cells make tissues, which make organs and hormone systems, and they group together. So now that you know that, think about you or a family member that has any type of health issue. Maybe they have diabetes, maybe they have cancer, maybe they have kidney issues. So let's just imagine it's diabetes. That's the pancreas. So that person's genetic history basically says that that's the weakest link. That's where these free radicals we talked about earlier are gonna hit first, is the pancreas, and it's gonna break it down. So here is a picture of a cell. I'm just gonna draw it for you. So here's a cell, 100 trillion cells we have. Each cell in our body has a membrane on the outside of fat. It's called a phospholipid bilayer. It's just a fancy term for fat. So in a healthy cell, water comes in, oxygen, nutrients, and hormones. Then inside of the cell, it's burned as energy. And there's carbon dioxide and other waste that's able to get out of the cell. So this fat membrane is meant to be semi-permeable to allow things in and to allow things out. So that's a healthy cell. So when you have a lot of oxidational stress caused by the things we talked about earlier, those free radicals are going to start to oxidize fat, because fat is the easiest oxidized substance. So those free radicals come in, they start to age that fat. Now, instead of that cell being able to absorb the insulin and the nutrients and all the other factors that play a role in a healthy cell, now it can't get in. All the insulin, all the food, all the nutrients can't get in, penetrates it off, because that fat becomes thick and sticky. And now the cell becomes very dehydrated, loses its oxygen, becomes very, very sick. Now, just like this cell is gonna do, your whole entire body goes through a process that takes 7 years to completely get a whole new body. But it's a copy of a copy of a copy. It's called mitosis. So this is the mother cell that now has diabetes. This mother cell is gonna multiply itself, and you are gonna create 2 more identical daughter cells. So if you have one diabetic cell, now you have 2 daughter cells that also have diabetes. Now those 2 go make 2 more and 2 more and 2 more, and then 7 years later you have a whole new pancreas. But it's worse and worse and worse and worse. And so what this doctor found out is that looking through cells and using very high quality microscopes, she was able to see that hydrogen is able to go in there and remove or bring into balance the membrane on the outside of that cell. And so now, the more you drink it, hydrogen's selective. It knows where to go in the body. It knows where not to go. But certain processes that you're using, like when you break down body fat, it uses oxidation to do that. And you have to have that process. Hydrogen's so smart, it knows where to go in your body to help the issue. So now it's coming in, it's helping to break down this membrane. Now, water, oxygen, nutrients, and hormones are allowed to get into the cell again. And that waste that was building up is able to leave the cell. And now, that mother cell or daughter cell is going to divide in half. It's called mitosis again. And you get a healthier and a healthier and a healthier generation of cells. And that is how your body balances itself. Hydrogen is just a tool to help your body, and your body makes hydrogen. When you eat fiber, your body makes hydrogen. And the problem is most people don't have enough hydrogen because they're not eating enough fiber. And so they get deficient and we have too much stress, they can't keep up. So when that happens, of course, we break down and we get a dis-ease. We don't want you to have one of those. We want you to drink the best water on earth, which is hydrogen water. It's natural, it's effective, it's safe. And we now have our experiment. We've done it and we've seen it's a big difference. You might not be able to see there in the camera, but just the texture alone of the apple is completely different. You see white over here, just the feel of the skin, whereas this here is brown all around. Now, what was really interesting is the cigarettes, and I'm going to leave this out overnight because I really want to see what's going to happen in the morning. But we are going to see here that this still maintained a level of whiteness, whereas this one here with the tap water it is much browner. So it'd undergo a lot more oxidative stress. And that was just off 3 cigarettes. So imagine if you were doing this your whole life almost. You could really do some damage to your body and create lots of oxidative stress. So if you want to have lower stress in your life and you want to feel what it feels like to feel good, it's hydrogen. It's the wave of the future. It's more powerful than vitamin C. There's no reason that you wouldn't want to unless you didn't want to spend the money. But here's the thing. If you don't spend it now, most likely you're going to spend it later when you're not feeling well. So what I would suggest to you is we're drinking water anyways, just drink the best water so you can help prevent your health from getting sick, okay? So go over to healthyhydration.com, order yours today, and then I also want you guys to comment below on what you like best about this video. So I'm gonna look for those people out there that are making lots of great comments, and I'm gonna selectively find you, and I'm gonna give you a little gift from me to you because I want you guys to feel special, and I'm really grateful for you to be here on my channel supporting me in my vision of the future, which is to have one of these units on everyone's countertop, okay? So we can all enjoy good health. So thank you so much for joining. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the bell, and we'll see who is the lucky winner out there. Make sure to comment, like, and share.